Hey guys, Cheddar here. I'm at the red obelisk and figured I want to do something a little different today. I really think I want to go to a different location than the island. So I've got Peepers over here. She's asleep, and I've got Cheetos. She's going with us, and then Buzzard Macaw is going with us. Then I've got Boogie on my shoulder, so Boogie's going with us. So what this video is going to be about right now, excuse me, is how to transfer weapons, armor, and dinos from one map to another. I'm sure quite a few of you know you could do this, how to do it, but there are people out there that don't know. I'm sure there's probably people out there that don't know how that there's a bunch of different maps. But anyway, where we're going to go, I think, is we're going to go to Lost Island. So the first thing I usually do is I take all my saddles off my animals, and this is something we do on every map that we've got, is we make sure that we've got a, like, you know, I always say metal box, but whatever you want to do, you can just put a bed here as far as that goes. But I put a place to store things, and a bed, basically. And you don't necessarily have to have a box. Some of them it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a box, just because there's some bad things spawn in on some of the different maps on some of the obelisks. I've killed a Carno literally like right here on the ramp up to here. So I always just put a box. That way when you spawn in, you've got an enclosure that you're inside and you're safe. So anyway, while this guy's sleeping, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give you a rundown on how to put your items in here. So generally what I do is I take all my armor off, basically. And keep in mind, you can lose this stuff if you're, you know, if the game glitches out or something, or the server shuts down in the middle of this process, you can lose everything. So just, you know, keep that in mind. You can actually lose your tames if the server shuts down, or the server, yeah, anything happens to the server. I'm not too worried about it. This is my single player, so I'm probably gonna start a different series on Lost Island, because we actually have a private server on Lost Island. So I think that's probably the direction we're gonna go. If you got any ideas as far as how to, anything that you need to know, or you got any ideas for how-to videos on the island, I can always come back to the island and do how-to videos. But this is one of the reasons I went off the island. It's like every time I try to start a video, it starts raining, and then when it gets done raining, it gets dark, and it's like, or it gets too foggy to see anything, and it takes way too much time to do videos like this. So anyway, some things to know about uploading items and things to your character to the obelisk, is if you upload an egg, like a fertilized egg, and say it's a wyvern egg from, you know, Ragnarok or something, and you want to bring a wyvern to the island, but you just want to bring the egg rather than trying to raise it up on Ragnarok. That egg, no matter what level that egg is, when it transfers to the island, it's going to be a level 1 egg. So it's always best to go ahead and raise up your whatever animals you're going to bring to wherever whatever map you're going to, rather than bring them over in eggs. You need to take your saddles off of everything, because saddles don't transfer unless you put them in they won't transfer with the animal. They will transfer, and I'll show you how you get your saddles to transfer. So we want to go into ARK data. And then you can't put all this in at one time. It actually has to go in one at a time. So I'm just taking everything that I want to take over there with me. And all the animals, all the creature saddles. I don't need that meat. Whew, I thought my server shut down. It paused for a minute. That was kind of spooky. Okay, so I've got everything in here as far as in ARK data. So when you get out of this screen, a lot of the times when you come back, it looks like you have nothing in there. You actually do. What I used to do is pick up a stone and put a stone in there, and it will show everything. But you can also do that. Just hit search and then hit cancel, and it'll bring up all your stuff that you can see again. It's kind of spooky when the first time it happened to me, because I went over there and I had this thing loaded up, and I think I went to Ragnarok or something, and I opened it up and I was like, oh, where is all my stuff? But I figured out later on that you could either put a stone in your inventory, or take something else out of your inventory and put in there, or just hit the search bar and then back out of the search, and it'll show you that you got your stuff back in there. Kind of a neat little trick. But anyway, I'm going to let Peepers wake up, and when Peepers is up, I'll show you how to transfer your creatures over there. And also keep in mind, I think there's a time limit on this stuff. I think there's actually a time limit. I don't know exactly what it is. You can probably look it up on DodoX, but it will expire, so you want to try to get there as soon as possible. But anyway, I'm going to pause this, and I'll bring you back when Peepers is up. Anyway, guys, I'm back. So Peepers is awake, and I guess we're about ready to head over there. I did want to tell you, the reason that I brought Peepers to show you is because Peepers comes from Gen 2. So I brought Peepers from Gen 2 to the island. And then I think Cheetos is from the island. And Buzzard Macaw, I'm pretty sure, is from the island. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and upload these guys and show you how that's done. And then kind of give you some ideas on... There's certain creatures on certain islands that are actually very useful to get. Fajor has the Fajor Hawk, and I'll kind of show you how that thing works in a later video. But then there's just different creatures do different things, just like on the island. But there are so many creatures on different islands that are different maps that can show you how to that are very useful, very helpful, no matter what map you're on. But anyway, I'm going to upload these creatures. So what we'll do in here is we'll go to creatures, and it'll show all the creatures that we have on here. So Buzzard Macaw, and then Peepers, Cheetos, and Boogie. I'll have to take Boogie's hat off. But anyway, anything that they've got that's on the creature won't transfer. You're going to have to put that into your ARK data. So anyway, we're going to get these guys uploaded. Sometimes on Xbox it's a pain. Okay. Yep. And you want to do this pretty slow, because if you just boom, 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 I've lost creatures like that before. So you want to give it just a little bit of time. And same way when you're downloading the creatures from the other map. So Boogie's hat should be laying right here. If not, we'll make you another one. Yeah, see the bags have got, yeah, that's bags. There's Boogie's hat. So I have to put that in there. And that was just meat and hide. And another thing is, watch when you've got an animal on your shoulder, make sure that animal gets uploaded and is laying on the obelisk, because literally your whatever map you transferred from, your animal will stay there unless you upload them to the obelisk. If you got them on your shoulder, you lose them. So make sure I don't think I've got anything on me other than the hat. So let's go back in there and transfer Boogie's hat. ARK data. See, shows my stuff's back in there. There's Boogie's hat. And it looks like that all this stuff can stay here. So now I'm just gonna upload my survivor. So if you go over here and look down on this tab, yeah, on Xbox you got to come up here. So upload survivor, and then on Xbox I usually have to go cancel here, and then get out of the game if you're playing on single player. Anyway, I'll bring you back when we transfer to Lost Island. Okay, we're back. And yes, I am a Bob. I do have a character named Human. So we're going to do this one, and we are going to download Survivor. And this is why I say put a bed at your obelisks. Because, see, now I've got a bed to go to. It won't spawn me. I don't have to spawn in a random location and figure out how to get back to the obelisk to download my creatures onto this map. So I should wake up in the bed. And so, yep, we're at a bed at the obelisk. Makes it a little easier. Which you won't be able to do that the first time you transfer to an area. But if you plan on going back to another, or to a map, you can't do that the first time you activate a map. But you can actually come back. You know, if you plan on going back to the island or whatever map you're on to get your stuff, then you make sure you put a bed here, just to make it so much easier. And if you get a Fajor Hawk, like I left one here, I just saw it a second ago. So yeah, there's Slick, one of my Fajor Hawks, and you can actually take him, and he'll bring your stuff to you. It's pretty cool. I'll go through a video on that, and some other things that some other animals that we use here. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get our stuff now. So we want to access inventory. We want to drop all this stuff. I don't know why I even had that turned on. I just never have turned it off. So we're going to go to creatures first. And then we're going to, one at a time, bring them in. And like I said, I do this slowly. That way I don't lose one of my creatures. Okay, I'm missing. There's my snow owl. And we're going to stop all, because every one of them are following me. Okay. Get these guys moved over a little bit. Well, I guess I need to saddle first, don't I? And I'm sure that Boogie's stuck in there somewhere. Then we're going to go to ARK data. Like I said, it's not going to show up. You go in there, hit back, all your stuff's in there. And you can't hit take all. It won't let you. You have to. I don't even know how that got in there. Okay, so I've got all my stuff back. Now I just put my armor and everything on. Get all this stuff sorted. I'll get this all in its rightful place later on. I just need to get it on the hot bar. Okay. See if we can get some saddles on these guys. Ooh, where's my argue saddle go? May have to go back and get an argue saddle. Like I said, you can lose stuff in there. There it is. I just didn't get it out of there. Argue's got a saddle. Snow Elf's got a saddle. And we are good to go. Okay, I'm gonna pause right here and I'll bring you back when it's daylight, and we're gonna go sit down somewhere and I'll be right back. Anyway, guys, I'm back. It's daylight now. I got everything sorted out, but I just wanted to go over a few things about the obelisk and uploading your character that I haven't gone over. Number one, basically, and I'm sure everybody knows this, but you can't transfer a character from Survival Evolved to Survival Ascended. You can, however, transfer a single player character that you've created if you decide you want to go get a personal server through, say, Nitrado or G Portal, or say you want to build your own server setup. You can carry single player to basically to a private server. So say you got like your character all built up, you know, and you in single player, and you want to rent your G Portal server, just transfer everything over there. Whatever, you can't transfer buildings and stuff like that. But you can transfer your character, your weapons, your tames. Makes it kind of handy. It makes it really easy to carry your character. Like say you're on the island, you take out all the bosses, you get to 100, level 110, 107, whatever, and you decide that the next map you want to go to is Scorched Earth. And this is on Survival Evolved. You want to go to Scorched Earth, you can carry that level 107, 110 character with you over there, and carry some tames to make it a little easier to get the playthrough going. I mean, you don't have to. You can always start over with a fresh character. But, you know, possibilities are endless. You can do whatever you want to do. It's your character. And you know, like I said, be careful when you're transferring things over. You take your time. Don't just slam through there. But you know, I guess that's pretty much it. I think we're gonna start a we play series on Lost Island, just because I love this map. It's huge. It's gorgeous. I'll do a little fly around real quick and kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. It's a neat map. It's huge. I mean, it's got tons of different biomes. Let me I'll land somewhere and I'll throw up the map and kind of give you an idea. But there's little islands out here scattered that you can camp on, or that you can build a camp on. You know, it's got the same biomes as everything else. It's got snow biomes. It's got a volcano lava biome. It's got I think 2 wyvern trenches, maybe 3. It's got swamp biome, the plains biome, mountainous biome. I mean, it's huge. I mean, I've played it for a while, and I still haven't seen everything that's on the map. Something's probably going to attack us up here, but it will. But yeah, just to give you an idea, it's huge. It's a massive map. And if you look in the lower quadrant down there, on 90 latitude down there, that's a desert biome. So it's separate from the rest of the island, kind of, and it's got its own little. If you look there about 70 latitude and say 25 longitude, I believe that's the volcano biome, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's a neat map. So anyway, I guess we're gonna call it with that. I think we've pretty much covered it. But if you enjoyed the content, give me a subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like. If you enjoy both, give me a like and a subscribe, man. I mean, you know, it's free and it helps the channel out greatly. I mean, it really does. So anyway, give me a comment if you like and subscribe. Give me a comment about anything. If you whatever. I mean, if you've got other ideas, if you find something on the island that you're having trouble finding, if there's like any kind of you know, whatever, obsidian, anything that you're having trouble finding, let me know in the comments, and I can do a video on that. I mean, I have no problems going back to the island and doing some videos, so just let me know, guys. Anyway, I guess we're gonna call it at that. I've rambled enough. Anyway, you guys have a good evening. Thank you.